Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk all about startup project management. Now, the reason that I do this channel is, first of all, I love this topic. It gets me really excited, as I'm sure you can tell. But second, and most importantly, is that I hope to help those of you who are in a similar position as I was when I first started out. Now, I remember quite clearly what it felt like walking in that door on my first day at startup, at a small business, walking in, seeing all the fires going off, not really knowing what my place was, not knowing how I could help or where I could help, not really having clear expectations, but knowing that there was a lot that was expected of me. I remember feeling overwhelmed and not sure how to get started. So I hope to help those of you who are in similar positions, who really want to make a go of this, who are excited to make a career in this area. I hope to give you some guidance, and support, encouragement from some of my own experiences, and certainly some helpful tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. Now, on that same note, what I want to talk to you about today is a personal experience of mine. It's something that has been very impactful to me in terms of how I have decided to move forward with my professional career. It's something that I learned and I want to share with you today, hopefully to inspire you, encourage you, and just support you on your journey. So for me, landing in tech was sort of by happy accident. I did not mean to get into tech. In fact, I didn't even realize I was working in tech for a hot minute. It took me a little while to realize that that's what I was doing. I graduated from college with a management degree. I was intrigued by entrepreneurship. I knew that was going to be in my life somehow, some way, but I wasn't quite sure what that meant yet. I had worked in accounting and finance. I had worked a little in sales, but what I really wanted to do was have a career in hospitality because by nature, I care about people. I love bringing joy to people. I thought, well, hospitality would be the perfect opportunity for me to do that. Something in hospitality management where I can, bring people these fabulous experiences, help them enjoy family, anniversaries, friends, all kinds of things like that. I thought, well, this will be perfect. And I did land in hospitality, but I landed in hospitality software. So a little different from that front-facing, type of a role that I thought I would have. Now, as I said, it took me kind of a minute to realize that I landed in tech and that I was working in software. And once I realized that, boy, I had a battle with my mind. I started feeding myself stories like, well, you're not a technical person. You don't have a computer science degree. You have no technical background. You can't do this. You don't know what you're talking about. You could never be anyone but a client-facing person. You can't have conversations with these people. You have no idea what you're talking about. No one's going to listen to you. Feeding it over and over and over again. And of course, I had some external voices that were feeding that as well, which doesn't make things easier, but I sort of let that take over my mind and I resigned to the fact that perhaps I would never be able to understand these things. Now, it wasn't until I was on a team with a certain software engineer who really took me under his wing. And by his own generosity, he started teaching me things. Simple things. He started teaching me how to do a SQL query. He taught me how to read lines of code. He taught me how to troubleshoot things. And he built me up all along the way. He said, of course you can learn how to do this, Kayla. You're a very smart person. You're a very smart person. You do things that require more brain power on a daily basis. This is just logic, and I'll teach you how to do it. And so he did. Just by his own generosity, he did. And what I realized was, gosh, I sure did waste a lot of time feeding myself lies and feeling like I could never get further than, just being where it was I thought I belonged. And of course, hindsight's 20/20, and I try not to have any regrets. What I do try to do is learn from that. And so that's what I decided to do in that moment. I decided I'm going to learn from this. I'm moving forward. I'm going to be strong enough to ask when I don't know how to do something, or when I don't know what something is, or when I want to learn about something, I'll ask. And maybe sometimes people will tell me no, and maybe sometimes people will give me, feedback that is negative or that I don't want to hear, but that's okay. I'm going to move forward because I know that there's people in the world who will help me out. And If I want to move forward in a certain direction, I'll figure out how, and I'll find the people that will help me get there. And so going forward in my career, that's really how I've operated is, if I have a question, I don't have a problem asking. If I don't understand something, I don't have a problem saying, I don't understand. Can you please explain to me? And, I'll probably never be a software engineer, and that's okay. That's not my place in this world. But what I do hope to do is continually learn. And what I hope when I'm on teams with people, I am open and say, come to me with all of your questions, all of them. It's okay. We'll figure it out together. If I don't know, we'll figure it out. But don't be closed off because you think you can't ask the question. And I've just seen it very, very good results come from that. And what I hope this story does for you is inspire you and encourage you to keep moving forward in your career. Even if you feel like, you're an imposter, you don't know what you're doing there, you don't belong there, I promise you, just keep moving forward and find those people who will help you move forward because they are out there. Sometimes they're hard to find, but they're there, and just keep taking those steps to move forward. Now, I would love to hear any questions you have about this story, or if there's other questions that you want to ask me, please put those in the comments and I will absolutely get back to you. I enjoy talking to you on this channel and sharing my experiences and sharing some of my tips and tricks. So thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you next time.